Hi guys, what's up? Welcome to Football Talks, and today I will be predicting the World Cup group stage, round of 16, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and the final. So in today's video, I will be predicting who's gonna win the World Cup. So let's start off with Group A. So in Group A, I actually made a breakdown of Group A, B, and C. You guys can go watch it on my channel. But I predicted Qatar, the host nation, to finish last. Ecuador in third, Senegal in second, and Netherlands to win the group. So this is how I predicted Group A. Netherlands have everyone Van Dijk, Depay, De Jong, De Ligt, De Vrij, and done. It's just their team is just so good. And in Senegal got Koulibaly, Edouard Mendy, and Sadio Mane, who got injured, but he will be back for the World Cup. Ecuador got a young side with the Bayern Leverkusen centre back slash fullback Hincapié, and Qatar got are the host nation. That's why they made it to the World Cup. So I don't think they will be making out of the group. And now let's move on to Group B. So Group B is gonna be one of the harder groups to predict because all of these teams are really similar. England, Iran, USA, and Wales. It's gonna be hard to put someone on second. So first of all, I'm gonna put Iran at fourth and England first. And I'm not changing. This is gonna be my prediction. And Iran in fourth. I'm confident in that. First England, I'm confident in that. It's the second and third. But I'm gonna put the US in second and Wales in third because England got all the youngsters and I think they can make it out of the group with no problem. I think they will win 2 games and draw one with 7 points. I think US got that young team with Serginho Dest, Reina, Pulisic, McKennie, and many others. So I think they will make it through over Gareth Bale's fields. Now let's move on to Group C. So Group C, I just made a breakdown of them a couple of days ago, yeah. And in that I predicted Argentina, Poland, Mexico, and Saudi Arabia. This was how I predicted it. If you guys wanna know more in depth about these teams, go watch that video. Argentina got Messi and just got a brilliant team this time. They're missing Lo Celso, of course, but they still got a brilliant team. So this is how I think Group C will finish, and now let's move on to Group D. Group D, we have France, Australia, Denmark, and Tunisia. So the World Cup curse has been going on for the last 3 World Cups. So the winner of the World Cup gets knocked out in the group stage for the last 3 times. So will this time the curse be broken with France? France got a really favorable group. So if the World Cup curse is gonna be broken, it's gonna be this World Cup. Or it's not gonna happen for a long time because France got a good squad and they got an easy group compared to some of the other groups. The only good team in their group who can challenge them, I think, is Denmark. Australia got a couple of pieces, but that's it. Tunisia, they aren't that good. Denmark got a really good squad. They don't got any particularly brilliant players, but when their squad work together, they're one of the world's best. Well, of course, Ericsson, and then they got Martin Braithwaite who might start or Demgard, and then they got Kasper Schmeichel, and they got like a lot of like mid-tier players with like some top-tier players like Schmeichel and Ericsson. So I think Australia is gonna be in bottom, Tunisia third, France second, and Denmark first. I know France got Benzema, Kylian Mbappe. Uh, I don't want to go against them. Most of the people are, but I'm still gonna put Denmark above them. I think if Denmark work as a team, they can beat France. So, but France still got a brilliant squad. They can go really far in this tournament. But I just think Denmark is just gonna top this group. So now let's move on to Group E. And this is one of the more harder groups: Spain, Costa Rica, Germany, and Japan. Of course, Spain might get knocked out. I might put them third. Um, Costa Rica got the one of the best goalkeepers. Costa Rica might be the most underrated team in this tournament. Not saying they're a dark horse like Denmark, but like they got Killer Navas, the most underrated keeper in history. But I still think they will be in the bottom. I think Germany is gonna top this group with the experience they have, like Mr. World Cup himself, if you wanna call him that. Thomas Muller has 10 goals and 6 assists in the World Cups he has played in. They of course got Timo Werner, and then they got Sule, and they got Neuer, Ter Stegen, and Trapp in goal. But uh, and they got some young talents like Musiala. So I think they're gonna top this group. And Japan, I think, is gonna finish second in this group, and Spain is gonna get knocked out in group stages. That's gonna be a prediction that many people don't make, but I'm gonna make it. Why? I will, and I hope they get knocked out because uh, they didn't take Thiago to the World Cup. They didn't take Sergio Ramos to the World Cup, and they include De Gea in the 55-man squad. So 55-man short list, they even put De Gea's name there. All three keepers, if we even combine their best abilities, they're nowhere close to De Gea. So I don't know why they take Unai Simon. I think he's gonna mess up. He's gonna make a couple of mistakes, which is gonna cost Spain. But this is how I think Group E is gonna finish. Germany first, Japan second, Spain third, and Costa Rica fourth. So now let's move on to Group F. So Group F, I think this is gonna be the hardest one to predict. Of course, Belgium, I think it's gonna top it. They got Lukaku, Eden Hazard, Torgan Hazard, and then Kevin De Bruyne, the best centre mid in the world, um, Thibaut Courtois, and many other good pieces. So I think it's gonna be pretty easy for them to top this group. I don't wanna say easy, but I think they will get a couple of wins. The second place is a hard one. I'm gonna be a bit biased towards Canada, but like I won't be surprised if Croatia, many people are predicting them to be second, and even Morocco with players like uh, Ak- Hakimi and Ziyech, and they can even come second. Hakimi got that pace down the right side. Ziyech, a brilliant right winger. They both are gonna be playing a crucial part in this Morocco squad. But I think Morocco is gonna finish in fourth. And Croatia with Luka Modric, an aging squad, um, with like Brozovic first. So now let's move on to Group G. In Group G, we got Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, and Cameroon. I think Brazil is gonna easily top this group with the quality they have with Neymar Jr., Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, and then midfield Fabinho, Casemiro, Fred, and defense with Thiago Silva, Dani Alves, Marquinhos, Alexandro in goal, Edison and Allison. I think they're gonna easily top this group. And this year group, I'm not gonna change any places. I think Cameroon first, Switzerland third, Serbia second, and Brazil first. Serbia got some pieces like Milinkovic Savic and some others who are gonna like Vlahovic, who are gonna help them finish second. And I'm gonna put Switzerland third and Cameroon fourth. I'm not saying Cameroon is bad, but I just think this is how the group is gonna turn out. They just don't have the same qualities as the other three teams. So now let's move on to the final Group H. In Group H, this is actually gonna be hard one to predict. Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, and South Korea. We got the team of Heung-min Son. We got Luis Suarez, Edison Cavani, and Darwin Núñez team. We got the Cristiano Ronaldo team, and we got the Inaki Williams, Thomas Partey's team, and we can call them that. But I think Ghana have a brilliant squad, but they're gonna finish fourth in this group. Uh, South Korea third, Uruguay second, and Portugal with Joao Cancelo, Bruno Fernandes, Cristiano Ronaldo, Joao Felix, and many others first. So that's it for the group stage, and now let's move on to the knockouts. So if my prediction goes right, this is gonna be the round of 16 match one. The Netherlands vs the United States. US vs the Netherlands. And I think um, although the US have McKennie, Pulisic, Reina, and the Netherlands have Van Dijk, De Vrij, De Ligt, and including all the midfielders like De Jong, Wijnaldum, and forwards like Bergwijn and many others. I think Netherlands is gonna beat the US in the first knockout game. Second game, this is a big one. Argentina, Lionel Messi vs France, Karim Benzema, Kylian Mbappe, Kimpembe Varane. This France team got a good squad, but I think Argentina is gonna beat this France team to advance to the quarterfinals. Okay, round of 16, match number 3. Germany vs Canada. Although I'm biased to Canada with Jonathan David, Alphonse Davis, I think Canada's run is gonna end in round of 16, where they're gonna lose to Germany. And I'm predicting the game to end 3-1. Jonathan David is gonna score with Canada. And for Germany, a brace from Musiala with 2 assists from Muller and a goal from Muller. And then the next one is Brazil vs Uruguay, another big one. But I think Brazil is just so strong this World Cup. They're the favorites, and they're gonna advance to the quarterfinals by beating Uruguay. And the next round of 16 game is between England and Senegal. This is I'm just gonna give this one to England because Man is out injured. Mendy and Koulibaly are some good players, but they don't have money. And England got many good players. Is it gonna come home this year? You guys will find out really soon. And match 54. This is like the dark horse game. Denmark vs Poland. Poland got like Zelensky, Robert Lewandowski, Matty Szczesny. Denmark got like Eriksson and Kasper Schmeichel. We talked about both teams, but I think Denmark is gonna make it through. Although Poland have Lewandowski, but Denmark just got a better squad. Match 55, Belgium vs Japan. Japan, I predicted them to be Spain, but I think they're gonna lose to Belgium. They got Kevin De Bruyne, Lukaku, and many others. Belgium to make it to the quarterfinals. And the last game of the round of 16, Portugal of Cristiano Ronaldo versus Serbia. I think this is gonna be an easy game for Portugal, although Serbia Vlahovic, Milinkovic-Savic, I think it's gonna be a win for Portugal, and Ronaldo is gonna advance to the quarterfinals. And now let's move on to the quarterfinals. Oh, now is the time for the big games, the quarterfinals. Let's see who's gonna make it through. We got the Netherlands vs Argentina. Netherlands have a brilliant squad, but it's just Argentina's year. Unbeaten run, and Messi on one of his best forms of his career. You know, they just got a brilliant squad this year. Lautaro Martinez, Correa, De Paul, Emi Martinez, and many others. So I think Argentina is gonna be the first team advancing to the semifinals, where they will be facing Germany and Brazil's winner. This is a hard one. I know Brazil is the heavy favorite, but Germany, as many are predicting Brazil to win it, I think they're gonna lose in the quarterfinals to this Germany team. I just have a gut feeling, and I'm going for it. I don't think they're gonna get the revenge for the 7-1 this time. So I'm saying no Brazil in the semifinals. I know many are predicting them to go to the semifinals, but I think they're not gonna go. Game 59, England vs Denmark. Of course, it will be a big meme if Denmark can beat them. I would love to see Denmark beating England, but I just don't see it happening. So I'm gonna say England to the semis, where I'm thinking Ronaldo got a lot of personal problems going on. He's gone through a lot, of course. The United, like the Piers Morgan Uncensored podcast, this interview we can say just came out. Uh, so he's not in the best mood, Cristiano Ronaldo, and I think he's gonna lose in the quarterfinals to Belgium. So Belgium will be going to the semifinals, and now let's move on to the semis. So now let's move on to the semis. Argentina vs Germany, the first semifinal match. And I think Argentina will be heading to the World Cup final, beating Germany. And on the other side, is it gonna come home? Are they gonna make the finals? I'm gonna say, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. I want to make Belgium go to a final. I don't know if they can beat England. I'm gonna say England is gonna go to a final against Argentina. And now let's predict the third place game. Germany vs Belgium. I think Germany is gonna finish third, Belgium fourth. And now it's the big match time. The World Cup final. Argentina vs England. Is it coming home? Is Messi gonna be declared the GOAT? What's gonna happen? So I think, in my opinion, for England, it's not coming home again. They're gonna bottle it in the final, and Messi's gonna lift that World Cup trophy by beating England in the finals. And this is my prediction. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Drop a like if you did, subscribe channel, see you next time. Till then, peace.